Hello everybody, welcome back. It's been a while. I hope you had a nice new year and happy holiday season. I'm back. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. If you want to know why it's been a while, I'll explain it at the end of the video. But what I'm focusing on right now is I gotta make some repairs to my work truck here. I may or may not have had a little bit too much tongue weight when I was towing my trailer last week. I think it was last week that it happened. And I may or may not have damaged the hitch receiver by doing that. Let's see if you can tell here, but you can see the hitch receiver is it's angled down a little bit there. And that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be parallel with the ground. And you can also see from the back over here, the step in the middle of the bumper is kind of pulled down a bit. So I'm fairly confident. It was actually when I was bringing this parts truck home. It's a cab and chassis truck and it's two-wheel drive, and I think I just had it too far forward on the trailer. I had too much tongue weight, and either hitting a bump or just coming down the road, it bent the hitch receiver. So I'm gonna replace it. I've bought a better part. That's a factory receiver. They're only rated for 1,000 pounds tongue weight. It's a class 3 hitch from the factory, which in most applications you're probably fine, but I'm pulling a trailer rated for 10,000 pounds with, you know, full size 3/4 and 1 ton trucks on it. So it's heavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade it a bit. But before I can do that, I gotta get the old one off of here. The nice thing about these is the hitches are pretty easy to remove. There are 3 bolts through the bottom of the hitch up into the frame on each side. They're 21 millimeter. And then there are 2 that go up into the bottom of the bumper. Those are 18 millimeter. You get those 8 bolts out, disconnect your trailer plug connector, and I mean, it will more or less fall right out of there. So I'm going to get that out, and then I'll show you the new parts I got and tell you why I chose those parts. Okay, they're unbolted. There it is. Yeah, it's definitely a little twisted there. Whoopsie. It's not a great design either. Just putting all that weight on this one piece of round tube, I don't think that's ideal. I think it could have been better engineered, but doesn't matter. This is now scrap metal. Let's get this new box opened up. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember the make of this hitch. I'll this. I'll put the link in the video description for you. But the biggest reason I chose it is because it had the highest rating, highest toe rating and tongue weight rating, but that still stays tight up near the bumper. There's a lot of people that make hitches for these trucks, but they hang substantially lower than the factory hitch does, and I really didn't want that. I want to try to keep my departure angle where it is. So there, this thing is pretty beefy. Oh yeah, pretty beefy. Draw tight. There you go, it's a draw tight hitch. Look at that, they even included a bunch of hardware. Probably some instructions or something in there. So, I don't know how well it translates in the video, but here you can see this is a piece of 4x4 square tubing. It looks to be a 1/4 inch wall, welded into 1/4 inch. Actually, I think that might be 3/8. Yeah, I think this might all be 3/8. Both plate and tubing. Compared to the stock hitch, you can see, I mean, this one is substantially beefier. It has a forged receiver, not stamped steel like the factory one. So I think this is going to be a significant upgrade. And like I said, it needs to happen anyway because I bent the old one. Now the one difference that I need to figure out here is this new one has no provision for the trailer connector plug. So I'll have to decide, do I want to try to cut this off and weld it to this one? That's kind of what I'm leaning toward. Or think of something else. I think I want to just cut this off and put it on the new one. I have the tools. Might as well, right?
A few moments later.
Voila! Through the magic of YouTube, it's installed. Hooray! So, honestly, guys, this was very straightforward to install, very simple. It uses a bolt back here, a bolt right about here that go up through the frame, and then it uses this strap that bolts through the factory bumper hardware, and then side bolts into the hitch. And it's the same on both sides. Now, like I said, I did a lot of research. I chose this hitch, one, because of the towing rating, the towing capacity rating, but two, because it tucks up tight to the factory bumper, and that's what I wanted. And you can see here, the hitch is honestly as close, if not closer, to the bumper than the other one was. Now, given my bumper is pushed down a little bit from the old hitch bending, but still, this one it's nice and tight up there. It's where I wanted it. I'm happy with it. I figured, what's the point of putting my old crummy hitch into this nice new receiver? So I upgraded myself to a more easy to adjust hitch as well. Still 2 5/16 ball, all forged. So I think that's a nice upgrade too. And more than likely tomorrow, I'll be using this to tow a truck to the scrapyard. So needed to be done. Now it's done. And I'm happy with it. I think overall, the new receiver and the new hitch, I want to say I spent about $400. I can't remember. I'll put links to both of them in the description for you. And I can do a more in-depth review after I've towed with it a bit. But I'm happy with how it fits. I'm happy with the capacities. In case you're curious, this one is rated for a 13,000 pound trailer and a maximum tongue weight of 1,950 pounds. Now, obviously you don't want to work at or beyond your capacities, but that should be more than sufficient for what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, my trailer is only rated for 10,000 pounds, and I don't believe I've exceeded that yet. I don't have any plans to exceed that. And yeah, as long as I don't park a truck on the tongue of the trailer, I don't foresee bending this hitch like I did with the old one. So we should be good to go there. Hopefully this thing works out as well as I think it's going to. An important note, no matter what the capacity of your hitch receiver and hitch is, that does not change the towing capacity of the truck. So don't think that just by putting a bigger, heavier receiver and hitch on that now you can tow more with the truck. No, the truck's tow rating has not changed. The tow rating is based off of the braking system, the frame, all of that stuff. There's a breaking point. So that's why the tow rating is there for. Adding a heavier rated receiver and hitch does not increase your tow rating. So let's talk about why I haven't uploaded anything in a month. I think it's been over a month. And the short version is, we thought we were moving. We had been house shopping for a while. I've outgrown this space with my business. Our kids are getting bigger. They're outgrowing the house. We obviously have a son and a daughter, and they're not going to be able to share a bedroom forever. So we're going to need a house with another bedroom. So we were looking casually at first, got more serious, and we found one that we liked. It had enough bedrooms, had enough bathrooms. We liked the house, we liked the land, and it had a nice big shop already. Well, long story short, we got to the day before settlement and then did not get the house. And it was our choice. We were the ones that the contract was not fulfilled to our satisfaction. We weren't happy with the house and what the house was going to actually be based on the inspections we had gotten. And the deal breaker for us was it was going to need an entirely new septic system, and not just a traditional septic, a very expensive, some people call it a BAT, best available technology system. And then even to do that would have needed variance from the county to be allowed to do it. And it was more headache. It was more long-term maintenance. It was more than we wanted to deal with. So the day before settlement, we got all that information and we canceled the deal. We didn't want to do it. We didn't want that house. We didn't want to deal with those long-term maintenance issues. But for now, it's going to be, I guess I'll say business as usual here at our current home and my current workplace. I haven't uploaded either because I've been so busy parting out trucks. It's winter, people are working on projects. I'm selling engines as fast as I can get them pulled out. I'm selling transmissions that people are using to fix their plow trucks as fast as I can get them pulled out. I mean, I processed, disassembled, and moved 5 trucks out of here just in this past week. So it's a lot on top of balancing work life with family. I still want to spend as much time as possible with my wife and kids. And I mean, I love doing YouTube, but family and paying the bills comes before YouTube. But I think things are stabilizing. I should be able to get back into it. There's going to be an update on my regular cab short bed here soon. That's almost done at the body shop. Depending on, actually not depending, but I'm going to be working on a new family vehicle here soon. Still trying to source a few donors so I can put them all together into one good that may need an engine build / rebuild as well. So I think that'll be something fun to put on here for you guys. Plus a little bit newer technology that I haven't messed around with yet. So I'm excited to get into that. And I really want to make some trips to the drag strip this year. I've got my Trans Am. I've got the Ass Blazer. The regular cab short bed that I have a lot of plans for. All of those, I want to be able to get them to the track this year and get some real performance numbers, especially the regular cab short bed. I've already accumulated a bunch of parts for that thing that I want to swap in one at a time and see what kind of incremental difference they make. And some of them are super budget upgrades that I think may make a really substantial difference in the performance of the truck. So there's a lot coming. Sorry it's been so long since I was able to get anything up for you guys. And I mean, I wish it was something more exciting, but for the time being, I'm just doing all I can to deliver my orders and engines and transmissions and other stuff on time, keep my customers happy, and eventually, soon, I'm sure that'll start to taper off again, and then I'll be able to get back to work on my projects. So, a little bit of a rambletron. Sorry about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Looking forward to getting more videos made and uploaded for you soon. And until the next one, everybody, take care.